feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't run away.
Kendrick Lamar, and also Young Thug discussing Lil Durk. Let's play the one where he's discussing Kendrick.
Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life. Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake change? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick goddamn put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up you a few hundred him, but you ain't put nobody on though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Cause the shit you and him doing, that shit ain't really doing that.
Right.
Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help though? He ain't really help nobody.
Now, let me pause, and I'm going to address the obvious. Here. And, again, I know when it's time to kick a nigga back in, we just act like they're the worst person on earth, and it's fine. I'm not here to defend Thug. Kick his back in. What the fuck? I don't care. He's a hypocrite, and he's a manipulator. I do believe that. So do whatever y'all want to do. I don't care, but I like to be fair. You know why? Because I don't like to be the person that can't see that someone isn't as bad as people are saying he is. For the people who are saying these conversations prove that Young Thug is a rat or that Young Thug is a snake, y'all are telling me that y'all don't have conversations where you mention other people? Y'all tell me that you don't talk about your work associates with like your best friend? Come on, stop it. Stop it. You do the same thing as Thug, you're just not doing it on a jail phone. It's not recorded. Y'all talk about some of your current friends. Yo, remember we go to the club? Yo, the bottles cost like $1,500. This nigga was taking mad shots. Nigga wouldn't even give me $300. Like when the tab came, the nigga was acting like it was on his phone. He said he had to go to the bathroom. Like, come on, we do the same thing. Stop it, bro. We just gonna stop it. I'm not saying some of this, like the things he's saying isn't snakish, but most of this conversation where he's mentioning other people and his opinion about them, I think is completely normal and natural. So you're saying y'all don't, wait, hold on. Somebody said they can't relate. So y'all never have talked about no other person while you're on the phone. Really? I just want to be fair. If y'all never ever talk about somebody, and none of these, again, you know what's, so let me explain what I would call snakish versus, yo, this nigga's just talking some shit. Snakish is, and I don't fuck with this nigga, man, but damn, I got to keep rock. That's snakish. Like, you're clearly letting people know you're being a fake ass nigga and even having a fraudulent relationship rather than, and I mean, we won't get to the Durk conversation. I don't think that's snakish either. I think fans are blowing it up because it's fuck Young Thug time right now. Bruh, you know, all he said about Durk was, bro, why buddy's taking so long with the song? I need the song. Like, you think niggas don't complain about shit? Even with your friend, you complain about shit. Yo, every time this nigga don't got gas money when we go to the club. Man, that don't mean you don't fuck with him, nigga. He just don't got gas money. What the fuck? Like, bro, we talk about people. And maybe because my job is to talk about people publicly, that I could see, like, I don't think none of these things are like, if he was on some, man, we just got to keep running up a check on this fuck nigga. Like, yo, we only really fuck with him type shit. That is just fake nigga shit. But he's talking like, bro, him and Durk was never best friends. He's talking to somebody who was like his right-hand man. Like, man, why this nigga taking so long with the song? Man, I don't know. This nigga might have been switching ups ever since. That's not fake to me. That's fake to y'all? Okay. Anyway, let me play his thoughts. Tell me if it's too low. I'll try to turn it up. This is his thoughts about Kendrick Lamar. And apparently, I think the full context is on Twitter. Kendrick Lamar was supposed to appear on a song on Business is Business. Apparently, the song was sent to Kendrick Lamar, Young Thug. It was sent to Kendrick, and after Kendrick heard the details of the album, he declined to be on it, okay? Yeah. And by the way, of course, there's always a Gunna page that sends it out. Let me see if I could figure out what song. What song? What song was it? I seen somebody put it out. Oh, and people are mentioning back in 2020 he had defended Kendrick Lamar because remember French would claim that he could defeat Kendrick and he had more hits than Kendrick Lamar, and even Thug said this.
French Montana, bitch ass nigga. Listen, bro, get out of your feelings. I'm only speaking from an artist standpoint. You do not have nowhere near more hits than Kendrick Lamar whatsoever. You probably won't ever have more hits than Buddy. So, get that out of your head. I don't know what you're taking, but get that out of your head. French Montana.
Okay. Then he also said this.
Stupid ass nigga say he got more hits than Kendrick Lamar. Fool.
Okay. So you could tell, like, he's never been like a fuck Kendrick guy. He's picturing Kendrick here.
Stupid ass nigga say he got more hits.
Obviously, he's closer with Drake. You could tell from like their association. But let me say, what here we go. I'm trying to figure out what song it was. Oh, by the way, also, I think this is afterwards. Yeah, this is afterwards. Oh, he did an interview with The Mask, so this is after these jail calls. But this is what he said about Kendrick naming him in the Drake diss.
Everything is just fire.
Well, it feels like when you were away, it was sort of dominated by this like Drake Kendrick thing,
Yeah, for most of it.
Which I don't know if you had like a side in that. Atlanta kind of even got dragged in by Kendrick, which was interesting.
Yeah. He just like spoke on people's name in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was about. But I'm like a Drake fan.
Do you feel like it's
everything is just fire?
Well, it feels like when you're
okay. Now, I forgot what song it is, but I seen on Twitter that that there was a particular song, and also allegedly Kendrick looked at some of the features, not knowing if it was either Drake, but supposedly hearing that it was going to be super heavy feature laden, and he didn't want to be a part of the project. Not that he didn't want to work with Thug, but he didn't want to be a part of the project, so to speak. Yeah, okay. Let's see if we could play it.
With Kendrick. Future grocery bag. Say again?
I hope he do it.
So do I. I mean, well, even if you don't get...
He don't take no money, do he?
No. He wouldn't do that.
So look like they were trying to pay Kendrick to get on the song, or they were down to pay him because they were trying to get him on the song badly. And they're saying, he don't do like the paid feature thing. And Thug is kind of wondering why he's not jumping on the song.
But think about it. He does so few verses. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's not just doing verses. Like,
right. But
the only other person that gets a Kendrick verse is Baby Keem, and that's like his cousin or his nephew or something.
Right. He getting all the damn verses to this nigga, man. What the heck you doing, crazy? All that fake. I ain't getting no rapper song shit. I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Wait, could y'all hear it? It's like super low. Let me see. I'll find a better link. I realize all these jail calls they're actually recorded left, right. They're recorded in stereo, not mono. Let's see. Give me a second. Where's the full thing? I'll find it on Twitter. Twitter's gonna have a better link. I know it. I could barely hear it, so I know y'all couldn't really hear it either.
That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life.
Okay, that's it, but only louder. Oh, can I find it? No.
Them niggas will never be.
All right, I'll just play from this one.
Like,
But that's
the only other person that gets a Kendrick versus Keem is Baby Keem, and that's like his cousin or his nephew or something.
right. You getting all the damn verses to this nigga, man. What the heck you doing, crazy? All that fake. I ain't getting no rapper song shit. I don't be liking them type nigga like that.
Why?
These niggas get too big. I don't want to do no feature. Why? Why you don't want to do no feature? Why when you want to do a feature for a superstar? Like you ain't like goddamn Strict calling you for a song, you know? Like
Yeah.
you really got Lil Durk calling you for a song, Lil Baby, Thug, real superstar calling you for a song. Why wouldn't you do the song? We lit, nigga. We going number 1 too. Fuck you thinking? You know, it's just like I don't be understanding that type of shit. Supposed to be a nigga who bless a nigga. That's why them niggas will never be bigger than Drake ever in life.
Now, I'm going to pause it there because, yes, I'll acknowledge that Young Thug, he kind of comes off a little bit entitled. He definitely seems like he really wanted this feature, but I agree with him. I think it's impossible for Kendrick to be as... I told y'all this way back. I said Kendrick wants to be Drake without doing Drake shit. Most of the things that Kendrick criticized about Drake, Drake has to do to be Drake. You can't be a hermit and never be seen. Like, for example, Drake shows up to courtside. You see him trying to mac to some chicks. Like, he's trying to show the pop star shit of what the lifestyle is. The lifestyle is also important to be that guy. You could be Drake or you could be Andre 3000. You could do whatever you want to do. By the way, both are phenomenal rappers. But if you want to be the guy who's like this number one really super popular dude, you got to do some of these things. Kendrick doesn't like to be seen. Drake, even though I think he's too accessible, you're going to see him out there in these, like, he's making shit look larger than life. The jet, blowing 200,000 in the club. Like, he's making like, oh, that's what being number one looks like. Kendrick doesn't do that. Okay. Putting people on. That actually shows how your impact is. Kendrick just keeps everything for himself, and we don't know how much his influence and impact is on other artists. Usher in new sounds. Drake will go fuck with Afro beats and help Afro beats get more visibility or some dancehall stuff. Kendrick just kind of, it's really just like, it's a one-off all the time. Again, he who has number one, historically, it comes with a lot of normal things that we see that I told y'all. Everybody who had a run as number one, we always seen a few things. Oh, they put these people on. They changed the sound. They did this. They did not necessarily Kendrick. So I understand what Thug is saying, and that's one of the reasons I'll agree with Thug that he won't be bigger than Drake.
Niggas will never be bigger than Buddy. Buddy gonna do it right. Buddy fucking with everybody. You know how many niggas like Drake Chain? How many niggas can take care of their family because of Buddy? Just like straight fucking with you. Kendrick, goddamn, put a nigga on. Y'all niggas, you're a superstar. You don't ran up, you're a few hundred M, but you ain't put nobody on, though. You see what I'm saying? You ain't even put Keem on. Because the shit you and him doing, that shit ain't really doing that.
Right.
Put somebody on. It's okay to run you a few hundred M's up, but who you help, though? You ain't really help nobody. It's the saying. You did all that shit for nothing, nigga. You ain't help nobody, nigga. Nigga ain't really gaining no fans off of you. Keem ain't big. Keem love hell, man. He can't sell no fucking ticket. Watch out. Like, man, watch out.
I'm going to be honest. With all due respect, and by the way, Baby Keem DM'd me back in the day before all of this, and he said, yo, I watch his streams. I don't know if he still watches my streams. He's Kendrick's, like, nephew or cousin. during this super height of Kendrick's career, we've seen Baby Keem the least. Not saying he needed to piggyback off of Kendrick, but usually when we see one artist goes up and hit a peak and a pinnacle, he's not this isolated, and his mans in them get a little bit run too. We've seen it with 50. We've seen it with Jay. We've seen it with a lot of niggas that had the run. There's a time we thought Mac Main had a chance. There was a time I was anticipating the next Gutta record. Yes. Yo, y'all remember when I was checking out, I wanted to hear the Triple C's. I wanted to hear the Gunplay record. Yes. Scally. Yes. Because of Ross. Kendrick is having his moment in the sun, and we don't want to hear from nobody else. Let's be honest. J3 Hit is supposedly still selling crack on Crenshaw. Come on. We gotta be honest. Now, I know what Kendrick defenders like saying, he don't gotta do it. You're right. But you're hearing it not only from people like me that you might term as Drake fans. You're hearing it from Thug, and I get it. Thug was upset this and third. But I've heard it consistently from people in the industry and people who are in the know. If you're not someone who does these things, how could you ever be bigger than the guy who did?
I believe you do a song with me, Wham, Dirt, Moneybag, Savage. I truly believe we'll have your ass dope, trending, like, cause it's gonna be like people in the real world fucking with you, not the not the rap world. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real players and cool bitches, lit bitches, and players and shit like that fucking with you. Them type of people ain't fucking with you. You gonna get like the real streets and the real people fucking with you.
Now, you know what's so interesting? And again, I'm gonna say what I say. Who cares what the audience thinks? Because the Kendrick fans, they wanted to convince us that the people in the real world didn't fuck with Drake, but they fucked with Kendrick. That's been the biggest, like, convincing ever. No, the culture fucks with Kendrick. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You hear what Young Thug is saying. And by the way, I remember I told y'all this. All rappers like Young Thug has been saying Kendrick made the game lame. And y'all like, no, nobody's saying that. You're just making it up because you're just hurt that Drake didn't win the battle. No, they're all saying this. They think Kendrick is a lame-ass nigga who basically has turned the game into some rappity rap shit. Like, rappity rap, whippity rap, that's what they think it is. All the street niggas, they think this. I'm telling you. They all think this. So it's ironic when I would hear the Kendrick fans say, Drake is not cultural, but this guy is, when maybe I don't consider niggas like Young Thug and all these other street rappers that you pretty much named all the niggas who think that. Maybe you think they're not cultural either because they think Kendrick is a lame and a square. That is made the game. That you see how they talk about him? Yo, he's popping in the rap world, not the real world. The entire thing what Kendrick fans would be telling us is that Drake is this lame that is only liked by white people, not the real world. Then you hear Young Thug give you the definition. No, that's Kendrick. Kendrick is liked in the rap world, not the real world.
Lit bitches and players and
By the way, this is why also I think Drake is gonna have some loyalty to Thug. Thug has always showed Drake love. I don't know how it's gonna play out because I don't know if are niggas really saying Thug's a snitch still or people. I don't know, bro. I don't care about that. I don't know or is Drake like that thugged out that he can't fuck with Thug no more? If that's the scarlet letter they're trying to put him, regardless of that. This is why I think all that shit that Kendrick was doing during the battle, if Thug was free, I think it would maybe look a little different. Because I'm going to be honest with you, all them Atlanta niggas, when he was saying all that bullshit, you run through Atlanta this year to check balance. If one of them had just said, shut your lame ass up, nigga. At least this nigga outside with us in the clubs and give us features. You won't give a shit. Shut the fuck up, nigga. It would look very different. Here's the thing. Nobody would say it. Thug is kind of the guy that would say it. Not saying he would disrespect him and say, shut the fuck up. But he would probably just be like, bro, stop playing with Drake, man. You get what I'm saying? Maybe it looked a little bit different. I don't know. Now, here's also the irony. We'll actually get to it. Hold on.
Shit like that fucking with you. Them type of people ain't fucking with you. You gonna get like the real streets and the real people fucking with you. You gonna get the East Coast fucking. East Coast ain't fucking with you, bro. You really trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. You really sit in the studio and work on the album and don't put nobody on the album. Like, God damn, bro, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody. You ain't gonna bless nobody. Bullshit ass king, like. But it's like, what the hell is you doing? You probably fucking with me, wham, dirt. Savvy, you probably fucking with us. You probably calling us like, hey man, I want y'all young niggas on my album. I'm on some player shit this time around. I'm on some player shit. Like, come on, man, god damn. I don't know though. These niggas be crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he do the song though. If he don't, I ain't really giving no damn.
We'll still be good.
Yeah, over good. Continue being rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue being rap, man. Stay supportive.
Yeah.
Put my album cover or something, man. Stay supportive, man. All that. I ain't posting no pictures, 6 years shit, man. Watch out. Nigga don't care about all that shit, man. Nobody don't give no fuck about none of that. I guarantee you, your first post you post, that motherfucker gonna do 1 million or 2 million likes. You can get out in the next 16 years. You not finna get on here and get no 100 million likes on your post. You not Kim Kardashian, man. So whatever you call yourself doing with your internet, and if you just want to prove like, oh, I won't be on the internet, what is that proving? What they do? What would you do? Instagram is meant for pictures, man. Post your picture, bro. Or just delete your Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
I think he's talking about Kendrick, like, you know. And by the way, this kind of goes against everything that Kendrick fans have been saying. They act like Kendrick is above everything. Like he's above even posting on Instagram. Everybody mad at Drake for not doing an interview with a hip-hop outlet, while Kendrick don't do interviews, period.
Trying to keep all the blessings to yourself. You really trying to keep everything to yourself. You really sit in the studio and work on the album and don't put nobody on the album. Like, God damn, bro, you ain't gonna fuck with nobody. You ain't gonna bless nobody. Bullshit ass king. Like, but it's like, what the hell is you doing? You probably fucking with me, wham, dirt. Savvy, you probably fuck with us. You probably calling us like, hey man, I want y'all young niggas on my album. I'm on some player shit this time around. I'm on some player shit. Like, come on, man, god damn. I don't know though. These niggas be crazy.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully he do the song though. If he don't, I ain't really giving no damn.
We'll still be good.
Yeah, over good. Continue being rap, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue being rap, man. Stay supportive.
Yeah.
Put my album cover or something, man. Stay supportive, man. All that. I ain't posting no pictures, 6 years shit, man. Watch out. Nigga don't care about all that shit, man. Nobody don't give no fuck about none of that. I guarantee you, your first post you post, that motherfucker gonna do 1 million or 2 million likes. You can get out in the next 16 years. You not finna get on here and get no 100 million likes on your post. You not Kim Kardashian, man. So whatever you call yourself doing with your internet, and if you just want to prove like, oh, I won't be on the internet, what is that proving? What they do? What would you do? Instagram is meant for pictures, man. Post your picture, bro. Or just delete your Instagram.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that came out. And when it dropped, you know, obviously everybody's saying whatever. But I seen a podcaster, Glasses Malone, and a few others decided to break this down and check out this. This is a West Coast podcast. They were saying that they had an idea, and I think maybe one of these guys know, I think these guys know Kendrick or something like that. They said this is why Kendrick didn't give him a feature. Listen to this shit.
Thug seemed mad though.
I mean, that's cool because he didn't get what he wanted. He wanted a feature. But I'm saying, I'm explaining to Thug why that didn't matter. What you represent to Drake ain't what you represent to us. And you got to know that. Like, what you represent to Drake ain't what you represent to us. Don't none of us give two fucks about no nother street nigga, period. I can't do no song with no nigga in this business that's going to give me cultural cachet.
But
you ain't gonna lie, the delusion of the West Coast has to be studied. Jesus Christ. Your glasses, you know what? You know the biggest delusion of the West Coast? Y'all have one nigga winning, the rest of y'all are all losing. Like, nobody even knows the rest of y'all. Like, with all due respect, it's like what did YG sell the last album? Like, none of these guys are selling. Like, there's nobody on the West Coast doing nothing but Kendrick. But they're acting like they're acting like this is the days where it's Tupac, Snoop Dogg, they got everybody. No, there's one nigga winning. The entire coast is quiet. Quiet. Now, you can't, don't tell me no Tyler. We're not talking about, like, come on, bro. Like, bro, we're talking about rap, nigga. We talking about rap. Well, I don't consider Tyler. Tyler likes some eclectic shit to me. Like, I get it, Tyler Doja Cat, but I'm like, that's not one of them to me. He is rap. I'm not saying he's not rap, but we're not talking. Come on, bro. To me, G Perico? Bro, I've never heard a song by him. Now, that might be me. Larry June? I didn't even know Larry June was from the West. Bro, nigga, I'm going to keep it like, what? Bro, like, I'm not even trying to offend the whole West Coast. There's only one nigga really popping over there. When I'm saying really popping, I'm talking about top 10 status. Maybe there's probably some people with careers. Like, the West Coast is a big place. You could have a career. I'm talking about really popping. It's one nigga, my nigga. Like, pull like this. If we're going through the top 10 rappers, okay, that's what I should say. Because there's going to be a bunch of West Coast niggas be like, come on, cuz. Come on, blood. Come on, cuz. Come on, blood. A-S-C. Like, that's all they talk. That's all they talk. On the day, homie. Like, that's how they talk. They're going to get mad at me for my opinion. So let me just make it a little bit more politically correct that the West Coast don't, you know what I mean, start banging on me and shit. The West Coast only has one top 20 rapper. Okay? Tyler, the Creator don't count. And Doja Cat don't count. The rest of them, I'm sorry, they're disqualified. And when I say they're disqualified, all right, fine, we'll throw them in there. Top 10 rapper then. Fuck it. They got one top 10 rapper. Right? And they're acting like this is, remember when Atlanta had like 6 of the top 10? And even then, Atlanta was still pretty chill. Like, they were never as egotistical as I hear the West Coast when they got one nigga in the top 10. They got one rapper in the top 10. One. Not two. One. They got one rapper in the top 10. And they're acting like they run this shit. They got one rapper. Like, bruv, calm down. Atlanta's always had 4 niggas in the top 10, and they don't even talk like how y'all talk. Let's put it in perspective. If I'm going to go top 10, okay, Dot, Cole, Drake, Future, Savage, Baby, Cardi. I already named 4 niggas from Atlanta. I've already named 4 niggas from Atlanta. Do you get what I'm saying? And Atlanta not even popping it like that. These niggas got one guy. And they're acting like, come on, blood, come on, cuh. Nah, we don't. No, relax. One guy's winning. The rest of y'all are like outside the top 10. Just relax. Just calm it down. Simmer down. Okay? Now, here's why it's also hilarious in how delusional, like, even Glasses' point is. Yo, we don't need no niggas from, y'all niggas, we don't need that. let me since we're having revisionist history, let me put it back in perspective. Kendrick Lamar, after a 5-year hiatus, came out with an album called Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. It was widely ignored. I'm sorry, N95 wasn't the joint that was going to wake it up. Sorry. It's a cool album, but it didn't do anything. Did subpar numbers for her status. It was It took. So while Kendrick came back and his big return 5 years later was pretty much like, cool story, bro. That's what he got. He was largely ignored on the grand scheme of influence and affecting things until he jumped on 2 Atlanta nigga records. Metro Boomin and Future. He jumped on their song to try to fire a shot at the biggest rapper. And Kendrick didn't need nobody? Huh? He dropped Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, and after niggas heard the lyric where it's like, I think my auntie's a man, he were like, okay. Got it, buddy. Seek therapy. Good luck. We left it there. After we ignored that nigga, because we know he was in therapy battling, he just popped out the woodworks on Future and Metro's album. 2 Atlanta niggas. And I'm the big 3 for the big. Come on, y'all. You piggybacked off 2 Atlanta niggas to get the moment that you could, to get even taken serious by Drake to respond that he could go into a battle with you that you could obviously get not like us. And then when you get to the Super Bowl, the song that catapulted you to the moment, back to the selfish shit, you ain't bring nobody up on stage. Especially, well, we're not going to count Mustard. He was the producer. You ain't even trying to throw the alley-oop back to them. They threw the alley-oop for you to get the moment with Drake. Remember this. Future and Metro threw the alley-oop to Kendrick to get at Drake. Nigga goes to the Super Bowl, he don't throw no alley-oops. He one of them niggas who dribble for 22 seconds, and if you don't got a shot, he pass it to you. The shot clock go off while the ball's in your hand. And he look at you like, what the hell? You're like, nigga, you dribble for 22 seconds. Selfish nigga. Chat, am I wrong? Did Kendrick not use Atlanta dudes to catapult himself to get in a battle with the biggest artist? He's been dissing Drake for years. The black and the bird is sweet as juice. Y'all niggas sharing lyrics like the top bunk of the bed. And he been saying this shit forever. Drake was just like, man, enjoy irrelevancy. Metro cooks up a crazy beat. Future is floating on the shit. It's a hit record. Because here's the thing. Kendrick been dissing, but them songs is like for the rapidy rap niggas like, like, all right, okay. Cut this off. Woman around, cut it off. But it took some Atlanta niggas to put you, to make you diss a nigga on a hit song. Kendrick, all your disses were like these long, drawn-out bars. Yo, Control was like 5 minutes of you rapping like, I'm here to kill all these niggas. Come on, relax. Blood pressure is too up, come on. It's fact. Y'all don't admit it. So I'm listening to these niggas saying Kendrick never needed Atlanta. I'm like, yo, I get it. Atlanta's going through Ratlanta Gate right now. Right now it's Rat Gate or Ratlanta Gate, whatever. But if Atlanta niggas was ready to pop it, like, yo, stop it, man. Atlanta's one city, man. And Atlanta is more popping than the whole West Coast, nigga. From all the way to the top to all the way to the bottom, nigga. That's a fact.
But should we be...
And here's the thing. Niggas in New York don't deny it. You see, New York niggas, and I don't know why I'm even saying that like I'm a New York nigga, but I'm on the East Coast. East Coast niggas give up the props like, nah, they got it right now. West Coast niggas being an alternate reality. Nah, we don't know. We on top right now. We don't need nobody. Huh? Y'all got one guy. One guy.
He's shocked about Thug's attitude towards the situation. The nigga wear dresses. Like a nigga who acting like a young lady in the situation and who wear dresses. Like he act like a hoe in that situation. He didn't get his way. Now that nigga just saying bullshit.
He's acting like a hoe. What?
I thought he came across in that situation, in that audio.
No, yeah. But that was his private conversation. But just the thought. I just didn't want. I'm just really being honest with why it's different for us, homie. Like, we don't need you for that. We don't need Wham for that. We don't need 21 for that. Like,
you needed Future and Metro for Drake to take you serious to rap battle you. You were trying to rap battle Drake for a decade. It wasn't until you were on a legit hit song from Atlanta niggas that he took you serious.
And I'm speaking for Dot. I'm speaking for J-Rock. I'm speaking for Q. I'm speaking for Show. I'm speaking for all of us that really came up the hard way in the streets, that got our own reputation and our own cultural cachet. We don't need y'all for that. You can't give us no cultural cachet. It's actually, honestly, it's kind of like at the core of street urban culture, it's frowned upon because nigga, you wearing dresses. Like niggas like you fuck with that. Like, don't get me wrong, the niggas who ain't tripping, that's getting high, that's partying, they gonna be like, oh, you got the Thug feature? That's solid, G, that's player. But at the essence of it, the solid stomp down niggas, you know what I mean? Nigga gonna be like, oh man, you know, you fuck that nigga wearing that dress, man, that nigga really, they gonna be asking you if this nigga like men. You get what I'm saying? That sound bad? No,
that sounds with that. Accurate.
No.
It sounds accurate.
No.
Look at Trap's face.
No.
You don't
think if you came back with like the Thug, it's gonna be kind of like certain niggas gonna be like, what's up with that? What's up with him?
Nah, I think we'd be kind of beyond the dress.
Man, I feel like the West Coast is still stuck in a different like decade. Everything what he's saying is why y'all have artists on the West Coast that nobody else knows about. That's why that's what makes Atlanta great. Collaborations. The idea that you wouldn't try to cross-pollinize your audience with another audience because you don't need it is why the West Coast just stays on the West Coast, and y'all won't get two niggas in the top 10. You know, here's the thing, and this is why I'm hoping that this whole Ratlanta thing don't ruin about Atlanta. When you talk about 21 Savage, Wham, you talk about Thug, Future. These are people that frequently collaborate with each other. You listen to Cardi's album, you pretty much hear all them niggas on the album. You listen to 21, you're gonna hear these guys. Like the idea of collaboration in music is how you get introduced to other fan bases. For example, I remember Young Thug did a song. I can't remember the person he did it with. It was called Good Times. And Popcorn was on the song too. I'm pretty sure that eclectic mix, and that was a great song, that's infused like 2 or 3 different fan bases that are going to check it out. This idea that the West Coast could stand alone. If y'all could stand alone and y'all could be, again, y'all have an ecosystem there, but none of y'all bubble up to be in the top 10 in hip hop overall, except Dot. And it hasn't been different for a while.
That shit when it come to him, we all know he was trolling and all that shit like that. Though, especially with the,
I don't think we all think. I know for sure most of my homies don't think he was just trolling.
I don't know, man.
For sure, he was trolling. He was trolling. He was attention seeking, man.
For the dress trap.
I mean, listen, I'm not gonna sit here and give you no reason of why that man put on a dress. I'm just saying that it was a troll move, and it broke him into the algorithm and that shit gets mentioned over and over. I'm not putting no portion on. I'm saying.
Okay, all right. I think that was largely BS.